We hope everything is well with you. My name is Ishal Bulawin,
Chino Patricia,
Abo Hanime.
and we are
are
the
the
Group
Group
4.
4.
In this video presentation, we will be talking about
Ensuring the teacher's quality through competency and framework.
Before we start our proper discussion, let us first introduce to you the learning outcomes of this lesson. At the end of this video presentation, we will be able to distinguish what is a quality teacher and what is teacher quality.
We'll be able to relate the competency for teachers in Southeast Asia to teacher quality.
And lastly, we'll also be able to discuss the Philippine professional standards for teachers' career stage 1, beginning teacher competencies, and how it can assure the teacher quality in the Philippines. Before we start, teachers, I just have a question. Are qualified teachers really quality teachers?
That question is on point, Ms. Channel, because that's what we'll be discussing now. Teacher quality really matters because it is the primary factor influencing student success and outcomes for most educators and policymakers. It has also been determined to be the most accurate indicator of student performance.
Do you know that one of the biggest challenges of ensuring teacher quality is the attractiveness of teaching profession? As you all know, the teaching profession is not as attractive as other professions. That is why it doesn't get the best material. This is a cause of concern in many countries around the world, as exemplified in the Global Teacher Status in 2013.
Quality teachers are characterized by the different skills needed in the 21st century. Education, and there are identified themes that are relevant to the changing times. These are global awareness, financial economic, business entrepreneurial literacy, civic literacy, and health literacy.
With these themes, the 21st century skills frameworks are clustered into three parts. First is learning and innovation skills framework, and second is information media and technology skills framework, and lastly, life and career skills framework.
Teachers with global competence are able to demonstrate knowledge, skills, values, and disposition, and it described as first, understanding one's own cultural identity and its influence on personal dispositions and classroom practices. Teachers who are aware of these cultural conventions will be in a better position to interact with students from diverse backgrounds and solicit their opinions.
As a teacher, we should know and integrate global dimensions in the subject one teaches. In this way, it enables learners to engage with complex global issues and explore the links between their own lives and people, places, and issues throughout the world.
Engaging students in learning is also important because it increases their attention and focus and moves them to more critical thinking.
Next is the usage of real-life local and global examples. This is to promote concrete applications to knowledge and skills learned in the classroom as they relate to students themselves and to the society. One of the descriptions of a teacher with a global competence is also value the inputs of culturally and linguistically diverse learners. When working and learning with people from a variety of backgrounds and cultures present in the classroom, students gain a more comprehensive understanding of the subject matter. It also teaches students how to use their own strengths and points of view to contribute in a diverse working environment.
Creating an environment that encourages positive cross-cultural interactions and also one of the descriptions of a global competence teacher. Students who learn about different cultures during their educations feel more comfortable and safe with these differences later in life. This allows them to interact in a wider range of social groups and feel more confident in themselves as in their interactions with others.
Model social responsibility in local and global contexts and help learners find appropriate actions to improve local and global conditions. Having an appropriate competencies for the teaching. Describe a quality teacher.
The
first element of a teacher quality standard includes knowledge of content and pedagogy, knowledge of students' coherent instructional plans, and knowledge on how to assess student learning.
The second element is classroom environment. This includes creating a culture for learning and managing student behavior.
The third one is instruction. This includes communicating effectively, using appropriate discussion techniques, engaging students, and providing responsive feedback to learners.
And the fourth and the last element is the professional responsibilities. This also includes reflecting on teaching, communicating with families, contributing to the school and community, and developing professionally.
There are four essential competencies in teaching, and the first one is knowing and understanding what to teach. It is the ability of teachers to deepen and broaden their knowledge on what to teach, understand education trends, policies, and curricula, and be updated on local, national, regional, and global developments.
The second essential competency for teaching, it is helping the students to learn. It is the ability to know the students use the most effective teaching or learning strategies, assess and give feedback on students learned.
The third one is engaging the community. It is the ability to partner with parents and caregivers, involve the community to help students learn and encourage respect and diversity. The last but not the least is becoming a better teacher every day. This is the ability to know oneself and others, practice human goodness, and then master the teaching practice.
Okay. As part of the ASEAN convergence and the light of globalization, each country in the ASEAN, the Philippines adopts national standards and level for outcomes and education. And this is called the Philippines Qualification Framework.
What are really the purpose of the Philippine Qualification Framework? Well, it assists individuals to move easily between different education and training sectors and the labor market.
The PQF will be used as the basis for accrediting certificates and licenses recognized by the government. The Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, which is built on a national competency based on teacher standards, complements to reform initiatives on teacher quality from pre-service education to in-service training. It articulates what constitutes teacher quality in the K-12 reform through well-defined domains, strands, and indicators that provide measures of professional learning, competent practice, and effective engagement. This set of standards makes explicit what teachers should know, be able to do, and value to achieve competence, improve student learning outcomes, and eventually quality education. It is founded on teaching philosophies of learners' entiredness, lifelong learning, and inclusiveness, among others. The professional standards therefore become a public statement of professional accountability that can help teachers reflect on and assess their own practices as they aspire for personal growth and professional development.
The Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers defines teacher quality in the Philippines. The standards describe the expectations of teachers' increasing levels of knowledge, practice, and professional engagement. At the same time, the standards allow for teachers' growing understanding applied with increasing sophistication across a broader and more complex range of teaching and learning situations. In the middle of the professional lifelong cycle,
are the professional teacher standards, known before as competency based teacher standards, and now known as the Philippines Professional Standards for teachers, and both are frameworks for teacher quality. The Philippine Professional Standards for Teacher also define teacher quality in broader perspective, attuned to the current demands and changes in the educational, local, and global landscape to include the reforms of K to 12, the outcome-based education of higher education, the ASEAN integration, the UNESCO's SDGs 2030, and the Ambition Natin 2040. The Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers have seven domains, and these are content, knowledge, and pedagogy, learning environment, diversity of learners, curriculum and planning, assessment and reporting, community linkage and professional engagement, and personal growth and professional development. There are also four career stages of Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. The first one is beginning teachers. Beginning teachers are those who have gained the qualifications recognized for entry into the teaching profession. Teachers at this stage are supported to reach career stage number two within 2 to 3 years. Now, the second career stage is proficient teachers. Proficient teachers are professionally independent in the application of skills vital to the teaching and learning process. This stage shows the acceptable standards for all teachers, which should be reached within the first 2 or 3 years of teaching. The third career stage is highly proficient teachers. Now, the highly proficient teachers consistently display a high level of performance in their teaching practice. They are accomplished practitioners who mentor and work collegially with other staff. This is the stage that master teachers are expected to be at. The fourth and the last stage is distinguished teachers. Distinguished teachers, on the other hand, are teachers who embody the highest standards for teaching grounded in global best practice. They are recognized as leaders in education, contributors to the profession, and initiators of collaborations and partnerships. The quality of teachers has the greatest impact on improving student learning outcomes. It is essential to get the best out of students and enable them to graduate as academically successful and well rounded young adults. Effective teachers ensure the highest quality of education by providing their students with support and tools based on the latest research and integration of educational technologies that help them to advance and develop their full potential.